first video of year 9. Okay, we're going to be using BIDMAS, and so really important that you remember how those things go. In this problem, I see multiplication here, and this is actually the I. Okay, taking a root or raising to a power is called the I, the index. So I'm going to do this quickly. I'm going to do that multiplication. I'll get negative 3, and then 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, plus the square root of 100 is 10. So negative 3 minus negative 8 is negative 11 plus 10, or negative 1. I put that. Would not use a calculator for that. These are all non-calc problems. All right. Now when I look through here, I see division, but I also see this situation here, which is an index. And right here is actually multiplication in a way, that two negatives together. So I'm going to write 300 divided by, when this is in brackets, the negatives in brackets, it's negative 2 times negative 2, so it's 4. And then I'm just going to take care of that in plus 13. Great. So 300 divided by 4 quickly is 75, plus 13, so that's 88. Notice how I'm working down, and I should be putting equals, equals, equals. If I was a good person, equals, equals. Fantastic. Okay, this one has a couple of sets of brackets. It's got one, or that one too, one inside the other. So I need to work on this part first, that inside bracket, and then I'll do the multiplication. I can take care of this as well because it's an I. Remember, cube root is what 3 of the same thing multiply to give me 8. So that's 2 times 2 times 2. So cube root of 8 is 2. And then the minus sign there, and my bracket there, and this is 3 times negative 4, which is negative 12 times negative 2. So I have 2 minus, and that set of brackets gives me a positive 24. Oh my goodness, I did the wrong thing there. That's negative 1, isn't it? Because I added. 3 times plus negative 4 is negative 1 times negative 2. So this bracket is just a 2. Let me write it over for you. 2 minus negative 1 times negative 2. Negative times a negative is positive 2. That's 0. All right, sorry about the mistakes. Over to here. This bar here is actually a grouping symbol. So I need to do all this stuff, and then all this stuff, and then divide. So let's see, I have 30 minus 12 plus 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. That's an index in BIDMAS, so it comes first. And then down here I have 3 squared, 9, plus 2 squared, 4. Okay, that's equals, equals, get rid of that, equals, equals. All right, so equals, I have 13 minus 12. I think that's 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. Divided by 9 plus 4 is 13. So that gives me 2. Easy. Just little things you got to remember. Okay, let's quickly talk about least common multiple and greatest common factor. Least common multiple was one of those things where we used to make a list. So we'd go 27 plus 27 is 54, and then add 27 again, gives me 81, da 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 da. Okay, and then maybe we'd make the list of 12, 12, 24, 36, da da da. But there's a lot easier way to do that, and that's by, both for the LCM and GCF, by doing common factor tree. So 27, let's see, that's 3 times 9, 3 is prime, and then 3 times 3. Okay, so this is 3 to the 3rd power is 27, if I wrote it like that, and 12 is 3 times 4, and this is 2 times 2. And when I write these numbers as their prime decomposition, as I did in year 7 and year 8, to get the LCM, I have to have everything that's represented. So if I have 3 cubed and a 3, all I need is the highest power of 3. So I'll go 3 squared, oops, 3 cubed, the highest power of 3, and I need the 2 squared. So everything, highest power of 3's and 2's that are represented. So that gives me 8 times 4. Is that right? 27 times 4. I'm making a lot of mistakes today. 27 times 4, which is 108. So that's the least common multiple. And if I had made my list, I would have gotten down to 108 on both those lists. So you could try that. For the greatest common factor, I'd take what they have in common. Well, the only thing they have in common is that 3. So the greatest common factor is 3. That's the easy one. All right, that's it for chapter 1.